Uh-oh, what's going on? What's going on, guys? I can't see. I can't see. Is the Phillies game on? Did they blow a 6-run lead last night? I have no idea. I can't see right now. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, there I am. Hi. Hello. Hi, guys. How are you? I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I hope you're all doing well. And I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. You ever see these, like, flip-on glasses? They're, like, really, really cool. I actually have, like, I have prescriptions in my glasses. Okay, this is, like, a totally off-topic type of a thing. I have a prism in my glasses, okay? I have a prescription because I can't, see things as whole. That sounded really weird. I have double vision, so I sometimes see two things instead of one thing, so I don't see in 3D like everybody else does, but, these glasses help me stay in focus, and I got flip-ons for them, and they're really, really cool. The only thing about them is that they're very easy to lose. All right, but back to our daily programming. How you all doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. All right, so the Phillies are taking on the Washington Nationals. We have a clean slate. Today is a brand new day. Game 2, 6-run lead. Okay, it is what it is. They definitely did not hold up their end of the bargain. Rob Thomson got out-coached by Dave Martinez, and now it is on to a brand new game. You got to take care of business in front of you because next week you're playing the Giants, and the Giants are hunting for that number 1 wild card spot. So big games coming up, and you have to be ready for that. So eyeballs are on today, and of course we have to take it one day at a time, but just keep that in mind that they do play the Giants. And there's 40 games left, exactly, Jose. Love the opening. Yeah, I have to remember to write that down somewhere. I will probably note that to myself. Cut the opening. There we go. It's in bold. It is in bold, guys. Why do I have sunglasses on? Because I was so blinded by what happened last night that I don't think I realized what I actually saw. And I don't even know if I saw it for myself, to be honest with you. I don't think I saw that 6-run deficit. So 40 games left of the regular season. 40 games left. This is game number 123. So, yes, okay. Phillies are taking on the Washington Nationals. Nationals are 56-67 on the season. They're 28-35 at home. Jake Irvin is on the mound for the Nationals, and he'll be facing off against Christopher Sanchez. Let's get to the starting lineup, shall we? Okay, Kyle Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot. Alec Boehm is batting second. Bryce Harper is batting third. Castellanos is in the cleanup spot. And then Bryson Stott on right after him, batting fifth. And then you got Trey Turner batting in the sixth spot. JT Realmuto hitting seventh. Jake Cave batting eighth. And Yohan Rojas hitting ninth. Okay, all right. Jake Irvin is on the mound. He's thrown 90 2/3 of an inning this season. And he'll face Kyle Schwarber to lead things off as the first pitch is downstairs. And that's how we get started. Okay, let's get this up here. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. It's down low again for ball 2. All right, we have to readjust this, which is what we'll do right now. Yes, already. Okay. Cool. The 2-0. It's down low for ball 3. Let's adjust this. There we go. Good. 3 balls, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. The pitch. It's out. It's on the inside corner at the knees for a called strike. All right, I think that's good. Does my head look okay? Am I cutting my head off? I don't think so. I do not think so. You have to go? Oh, okay. Bye, Jacqueline. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. It's down low for ball 4, and Kyle Schwarber walks over to first base. All right. So a leadoff walk to start off the top of the first inning. Phillies lost last night by a score of 8-7. Both teams actually scored 6 runs in their halves of the 4th inning. It was a long inning with a lot of action. First pitch to Bohm. It's fouled back. Phillies are playing this afternoon. First pitch got started at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time, and, well, tomorrow they will be playing. They'll be playing back in PA for the Little League Baseball Classic game. The ball is one strike. The next pitch, it's outside and low for a ball. Bowman in 282 with 12 homers and 75 RBI. He's actually tied now with Kyle Schwarber with the team lead in that category. 1-1 is the count. Irvin winds up and delivers the pitch. It's at the knees for a called strike. There's Mike Matlinski, who's behind the plate, calling the balls and the strikes. 1-2 is the count. Irvin getting ready to throw the ninth pitch. Gets the signs from Riley Adams. The pitch. Grounder hit over to shortstop. The flip over the second. There's one. The throw to first. There's two. So nothing to it after a leadoff walk, but there's two away. Inning is not over just yet, but there's 2 up, 2 down. As far as the defensive lineup goes for the Nationals, we'll go from 1 through 9. Jake Irvin's on the mound. Riley Adams behind the plate. Smith's over at first. Chavis is at second. Vargas is at third. And at shortstop is Abrams. First pitch to Bryce Harper as he steps up to the plate is swung on and missed on a curveball at 84. And from right to left, you got Thomas, Call, and Garrett. The dangerous Stone Garrett, who's 10 for 23 against the Phillies in the series. The 0-1, it ends up hitting Harper on the toe. The right toe, that is. That's one way to get on base. So a walk, a 6-4-3 double play, and a hit by pitch as Harper goes over to first. All right. Yeah, hopefully you're all having yourselves a beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's kind of thrown me off a little bit because I haven't had a Saturday afternoon game in quite some time. And tomorrow they play at night in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I don't know why that the city slipped out of my head, but it did. Williamsport. Got to remember to write that down. All right, 2 outs, and Nick Castellanos is coming up. The first pitch, swing and a miss. A sinker that was inside at 95. So what you're going to see from Jake Irvin today, you're going to see a lot of sinkers. You're also going to see some curveballs. He's able to locate those pitches pretty well. And occasionally you'll see some changeups too. And maybe a few sliders. No balls, 1 strike. Irvin gets the signs from Adams. Kicks, fires the pitch. That's inside. A sinker at 96. 13 pitches so far in the top of the first inning. Phillies will have Christopher Sanchez pitch in the bottom of the first. 1-1 is the count. There's 2 outs. We're in the top of the first. Harper leads off over at first base. The 1-1. Line drive down the left field line. And it just goes foul. So that makes the count now 1-2. Castellanos, the first 3 times that he faced the Washington Nationals in his career when he was in a Tigers uniform, homered in his first 3 games. He's been hitting pretty well against them. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 12 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch, swing and a miss, and Castellanos swings at a pitch and can't catch up to the fastball right down the heart and soul of the plate. The inning is over. No runs, 1 man left. Phillies nothing, and the Nationals coming up to bat. All right, cool. Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and that you're having yourselves a great day. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. We've been going at it for 8 months strong, guys. 8 months strong. Started this on December 20th of 2022. And what is today's date? Today is the 19th. So tomorrow will technically be the 8-month anniversary, which is great. We do Sixers basketball, Flyers hockey, Patriots football, and also Phillies baseball. I don't know why that just came to me last, because we've been doing a lot of Phillies games. So media, I was watching the Little League World Series. I think media won, correct? I think that they did. Well, let's get to the starting lineup for the Nationals, shall we? So we got C.J. Abrams leading things off. Lane Thomas is batting in the 2 spot. Joey Meneses is the DH, batting third. In the cleanup, you got Stone Garrett, who's out in left field today. And then right behind him is Dominic Smith, Riley Adams, Ildemaro Vargas, Michael Chavis, who's playing for Jake Alou over at second base, and Alex Call, who's in the lineup today, came on the pinch run for Blake Rutherford last night. And Call is playing out in center field. So he'll be going up against Christopher Sanchez. Cool. Phillies are 32-32 on the road. And, well, this is a team that has to try to take care of as much business as possible. First pitch grounder hit over towards first base, and it's a foul ball. It's ruled as a foul ball by the first base umpire, Sean Barber. Abrams, of course, the hero in last night's game for the Washington Nationals, giving them a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 4th inning to put them up 7-6 at the time. And the Nationals did not look back. The 0-1 fly ball hit out to center field. Coming in is Rojas. He stops and makes the catch. So Christopher Sanchez on the season, he's 1-3. He has a 3.39 earned run average. He has struck out 53 batters in 58 innings of work and has walked 12 as well. This will be his 12th start of the season. He's definitely been fighting for that five spot in the rotation. First pitch to Lane Thomas, it's outside and off the plate for a ball. Thomas had 3 hits in last night's game. His average now up to 285 with 20 homers. The 1-0, line drive into left field, and there's a base hit. Schwarber bobbles it for a quick second, but is able to gather himself, throws it towards the infield, and there's a 1-out single by Lane Thomas. Just continues to hit the baseball very, very well. It's one of those guys that's just in that lineup where you just don't want to face him because he can do a lot of damage. He's a 3-way type of a hitter, as I like to call it. Hits for average, also has speed, and hits for power too. Joey Meneses, who went 0 in last night's game, he's due up, and Sanchez winds up, delivers, and throws the first pitch inside and low. It was a slider at 84 miles per hour. Joey's average now sits at 280. He has 11 homers and 68 runs batted in. It is a gorgeous day at Nationals Park. Sun is shining. On the Game Time app, it said that it was supposed to rain and have thunderstorms, but that was clearly wrong. The 1-0, that's fouled off. Check the weather on so many other websites, and there's like no rain in the forecast. 1 out, and Thomas leads off over at first base. We're in the bottom of the first. No score so far. Sanchez gets the signs, kicks, delivers the pitch. Line drive into right field, and then will drop in for a hit. Castellanos will throw it over to second, and the throw is off the line, but stopping over at second is Lane Thomas, and there's back-to-back singles hit by the Nationals between Lane Thomas and Joey Meneses. Oh, boy. Cool. Chat's a little bit quiet today. Interesting. Here's Stone Garrett, who comes up to the plate. Garrett, as I mentioned before, 10 for 23 against the Phillies this season. First pitch by Sanchez, inside for a ball. His average is at 279. He also has a 477 slugging percentage and is an OBP of 353. Sanchez looks back at second, now back to the plate. The windup and the pitch. Inside, a changeup at 81. So he's already behind in the count 2-0 here. The 10 for 23 average, or the 10 for 23 comes out to an average of 435. Is the chat working down below? Comment down below if you guys can hear me. 2-0. It's in the dirt for ball 3. Let's, there we go. 3 balls, no strikes. Yep. I can see now. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch. Jams Garrett, but he fouls it off as it just stays foul. Probably shouldn't have said that too quickly. It was foul by inches down the right field line. And Garrett will have to go back to the plate. The count is 3-1. Phillies, well, their defense looks like this. Their defensive lineup. You got JT Realmuto behind the plate. Jake Caves over at first. Of course, Christopher Sanchez is on the mound. Over at second is Bryson Stott. Alec Boehm is playing over at third base at the hot corner, and the shortstop is Trey Turner. The 3-1 delivery. Grounder hit over to third. This should be 2. The flip over the second. There's 1. The throw to first in time. And around the horn double play, and the inning is over. No runs, 2 men left, and we head to the top of the second inning as we are scoreless at Nationals Park. Forgot to also mention, too, that Stone Garrett's out in left, and in center you got Alex Call, and Lane Thomas is out in right field. Oh, wait, that was for the Nationals. Kyle Schwarber's out in left, Yohan Rojas is in center, and Nick Castellanos is in right field. Forgot about that. All right. Well, let's make sure that I cut that double play. I just have to remember that I can't have any of those add-ons at the end. All right, guys. Hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. We just released our 5th episode of Sharing the Mic with JJ. We had Philly Halftime come on last night, and that was really awesome. And I would encourage you all to go check out that interview. I think it was pretty well done for the most part. Every time that we get somebody to come on, we get better at interviewing. And that's one skill that I'm really trying to also hone in on besides just doing play-by-play. It's really important that I try to use this channel for us as, something that we can develop more skills with. I've been editing a lot of stuff. It's important to learn how to edit. It's important to learn how to market yourself. And, all these other things while trying to start this thing up and build it from the ground up organically. And I think that that's the best way to do things. Enjoy the process as well. Okay, so we head to the top of the second inning. Phillies and Nationals are scoreless so far. Nationals do have 2 hits, though. Did the stream just freeze? Yep, I hope not. There we go. Canada taking on Czech Republic. Oh, wow, that should be a good game in the Little League World Series. Here comes Bryson Stott, who takes the first pitch for a strike. Jake Irvin out there once again on the hill. No balls, 1 strike. Irvin with the pitch. It's swung on and missed. 96 miles per hour on the gun. Stott's average sits at 295. He has 11 homers and 47 runs batted in. He did struggle last night, even though he got on with a walk. That would actually load the bases for Trey Turner, but Turner struck out to end the inning. The 0-2, just a little bit up high for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Irvin kicks, fires, and throws it outside and low for ball 2. The Nationals are 6-1 during this homestand that they're on right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, grounder, hit over to first base, gobbled up by Dom Smith, and he makes an underhanded toss over to Jake Irvin. And Irvin wins the race to the bag for out number 1. Good job by Jake Irvin just to charge over to first base and utilize his speed. He's a pretty athletic pitcher. And there's one away. So Trey Turner is coming up. Phillies in their regular away uniforms with the gray tops and the gray bottoms, as well as the pinstripe going down the legs. First pitch to Trey. It's a curveball that's at the knees for a called strike. Very sunny out at Nationals Park. Not too big of a crowd, though. The 0-1. It looked like it caught the outside corner, but in the eyes of Mike Machlinski, it did not. Came in at 97 miles per hour. 1 ball and 1 strike. Irvin winds up and throws the next pitch upstairs. Jake this season is 3-5 and has a 4.76 earned run average. The 2-1 grounded it over to shortstop, glove by Abrams. The throw to first. It's just in time, and Turner is out by half a step, according to Sean Barber. Man, C.J. Abrams to be able to backhand it, throw it on the run over to first base, and just get a speedster in Trey Turner, not just an ordinary base runner. Just to get him out by half a step, it just really shows how great of an athlete he is. And the Phillies will not challenge this. Let's see on the replay. See if the Phillies have a case. And it's hard to tell. They will not challenge it, though. I think Dom Smith just kept his foot on the bag. There's 2 outs now and nobody on. And here comes JT. Irvin with the first pitch. It swung on and missed. On a curveball that's at 83 miles per hour. Nationals uniforms look really, really cool. The 0-1. It's inside. It's a grayish uniform with white pants. No balls, 2 strikes as the next pitch was on the inside corner. Nobody on, 2 outs. The 0-2 grounded it over to third, and it's bobbled by Vargas, and that's just JT is just going to be safe over at first base without a throw. That's going to go down as an E5. Vargas was playing towards the line, had to gather himself as he was running in towards home plate on the grounder, and just couldn't field it properly. Maybe the Phillies can capitalize on that. So an E5 is what gets JT Realmuto on first base. JT, before that at-bat, was 8 for 40 in the series against the Nationals in the season series. First pitch to Jay Cave. It's low for ball 1. Cave ended up having a 3-hit game last night, which was definitely surprising. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, it hits Cave. It's the second time today that Cave got hit by a pitch. They wanted to see if he did check his swing, but the third base umpire, Jim Wolf, said no. So an E5 and a hit by pitch is what causes the Phillies to have 2 runners on. But there are 2 outs. Keep that in mind. Ended up hitting Cave on the back knee. Two runners on and 2 outs. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock in the first pitch. It's on the outside corner for a called strike at 95. Good job by Irvin to paint that pitch on the outside corner. Irvin's ERA, as I mentioned before, is at 4.76. His 74 strikeouts and a 1.41 whip. Irvin winds up and delivers the pitch. It's a fastball taken right down Broad Street all the way by Rojas, as he didn't even flinch. He's already behind in the count, 0-2. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. 0-2 is the count. 2 runners on. JT's over at second. Over at first is Jay Cave. Irvin kicks, delivers the 0-2. It's upstairs. So that makes the count now 1-2. Rojas did have an error in center field last night. It was a part of what happened, or what unfolded, I should say, in that 6-run bottom of the 4th. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss, 97 miles per hour. That was definitely the hardest pitch that Irvin has thrown today so far. And the inning is over. So no runs, 2 men left. And we head now to the bottom of the 2nd inning at Nationals Park. We'll be right back. We're back on here. In case you're new to the channel, this is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. That is what you're tuning into, guys. Oh, man, it's a gorgeous Sunday afternoon here in South Jersey. Of course, the Phillies not playing in South Jersey. They are playing in Washington, D.C. today, and then are headed to Williamsport, Pennsylvania for a game tomorrow night in honor of the Little League World Series. So, I forget what I was going to say. I always hate it when that happens. Always hate it when that happens. But I guess it's understandable when you talk for 3 hours all the time. We've got a quiet chat today. It's not a bad thing. It's just interesting. So the Nationals have 2 hits. The Phillies have none. We're in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Nationals and Phillies are scoreless. Unfortunately for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez, who was supposed to pitch tomorrow, is on the IL. First pitch by Christopher Sanchez as he starts off the bottom of the 2nd for the Phils. It's in there for a strike to Dominic Smith, who's hitting .266 with 5 homers and 31 runs batted in. The 0-1 offering on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. So Ranger Suarez just went on the IL as time is called. He has a hamstring injury. It's a grade 1 hamstring. And the Phillies ended up recalling Andrew Bellotti. No balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez winds up and delivers the pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3. A sinker at 93, and Sanchez gets his first strikeout of the afternoon. Dom Smith just headed right back over towards the Nats dugout as he knew that pitch was just absolutely money from Christopher Sanchez. 1 out, nobody on, and Sanchez winds up, delivers the first pitch to Riley Adams, is down low and inside. Adams did not start in last night's game. Keibert Ruiz got the start behind the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Just a little bit inside for ball 2. Adams' average is at .309. He has 4 homers and 17 runs batted in. This is a guy who was in a pretty top-heavy draft class. The 2-0 grounder hit over to third. Bohm has it, throws over to first. And Adams is retired. There's 2 away. Great play by Bohm as he was playing towards the line at third base and fielded it on 2 bounces and threw a rocket over to first base for out number 2. That's the type of defense that you like to see from your third baseman for sure. Ildemaro Vargas, who's playing over at third base, his counterpart, Alec Bohm, is in the field, of course, First pitch to Vargas is at the knees for a strike. Vargas, this season against the Phillies, is 9 for 29. And the 0-1, there's a high fly ball hit out to deep left field. It's going back to the warning track. Does Schwarber have room? He does, and he makes the catch. Right in front of the fence. And that could have been trouble, but the inning is over. 1-2-3, go the Nationals. And we head to the top of the third at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. That looked like trouble. All right. What was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say. You know what we haven't done in a very long time? I don't know why I stopped. Probably because I didn't take this with me when I was doing that one game. So, what's today's date? August 19th? Is that what today's date is? Whose birthdays are today? Let's see. Bill Shoemaker. His birthday's today. Happy birthday to Bill Shoemaker. He would have been, if I'm doing the math correctly, 92 years old. Yes. Born in 1931. So that is correct. Anthony Munoz. Happy birthday to him. Mary Jo Fernandez. Happy birthday to you. Morton Anderson. Happy birthday to Morton Anderson, born in 1960 on this date. Snowman, what's going on? How you doing? Snowman, drop your link down below. I hope all is well. I hope that you're having yourself a great day, my guy. I really appreciate you for coming on here. I really, really do. So today's fun facts. All right, so today is August 19th. We have former Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher Bob Veal. He once said, good pitching will beat good hitting anytime, and vice versa. And boy, does that fact, and that quote, I should say, still hold true to this day. Here comes Kyle Schwarber as he leads off the top of the third, and we flip the lineup card. Jake Irvin out there for his third frame of work. First pitch is outside for ball one. The 1-0 delivery, that's way outside for ball two. So Kyle walked his first time up. And Phillies have had already 4 base runners. No hits, though, so far. And they haven't been able to get anybody home. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch, swing and the miss on a sinker at 96 miles per hour on the gun. Boy, that hot dog looks so good out there. Boy, it's just one of those afternoons where you have those summer barbecues. Oh, man, that sounds good. Get the grill going, fry up some burgers and fries. The 2-1, that's at the knees for a called strike. So the count is now 2-2. Anybody have any summer barbecue plans, like before the end of the summer? Comment down below. The 2-2 pitch. Grounder hit back up the middle, and it's fielded by C.J. Abrams, who throws over to first, and Smith is able to get over to it and keep his foot on the bag to get Kyle Schwarber out. That's how we start off the top of the third inning. You know, the one thing that I think that the Phillies have done a little bit of today, and you can see it a little bit more, is that the tensing up on the bats has continued to be a problem when they get runners on base. Here comes Bohm, who takes a curveball, lays it off. So it was outside for ball one. 1 out. Bases are empty. Irvin winds up, delivers, and the 1-0 offering. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. Bohm this season against the Washington Nationals is 10 for 29 with 3 homers and 9 runs batted in. Coming into today, the 1-1, foul ball. He grounded into a double play his first time up. He has 75 RBI, which is tied for the team leader with Kyle Schwarber. He's tied for first in that category on the team. 1-2 is the count. The pitch. It jams him, but it's hit over to first base, and Dominic Smith says he has it, and he'll win the race to the bag, and there's 2 away. It was a pretty good pitch by Irvin on a fastball that ended up jamming Bohm, and nothing really that he could do. What's up, Beagle Lover? How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for coming on here. Hello. 2 outs and nobody on. And Bryce Harper comes up wearing his white batting gloves first pitch. It was low, but he swings at it anyways and fouls it off. Oh, guys, we got to hit that thumbs up button. What are we doing? We're slacking a little bit today. We got 20 people on here and only 13 likes so far. That means 7 of you have not hit that thumbs up button. Let's catch up, guys. I'm doing pretty good, Beagle Lover. I'm really happy that you're on here. No balls, 1 strike. Irvin winds up and delivers the pitch. Outside. It was a foot off the plate. And the count is even at 1-1. Harper got hit by a pitch his first time up. And the 1-1, that's slapped foul and out of play. Harper has 100 career homers at National Park in 509 games. The 1-2, it's hit the other way, but it's fouled and it hits the netting over at the third base side. Nobody on. 2 outs. In the top of the third inning, we are still scoreless in Game 2 of this 3-game set between the Phillies and the Nats. The 1-2, Irvin wanted to go upstairs, and Harper decided not to bite. So that makes the count even at 2-2. AJ, I'll get to your comment in just a second. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Irvin does not agree on a sign here, and now nods his head. And the 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Oh, he did not go. There was not even an appeal, and the count is 3-2. That pitch was up high again, but a little bit more outside as well. Irvin thought he had him on the ropes. And the 3-2, that's inside, and Harper, who was behind in the count, is able to get on with a walk. That's a pretty big at-bat. Pitch was inside and low, was a slider. So a 2-out walk is allowed by Jake Irvin, who already has 49 pitches. And the Phillies will certainly take that. That's why Bryce Harper has been the type of player that he's been throughout his entire career. When he's able to put up professional at-bats like that, it shows that he's locked in. Here comes Nick Castellanos. The Phillies could certainly use him to step up, and hopefully he'll be locked in pretty soon. First pitch, it's down low for a ball. AJ says, I'm on the grill almost every weekend. This evening we're doing burgers and stuffed scallops. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Hope all is well. I'm not really a scallops type of a guy, but I understand that it's a big hit. The 1-0 grounder hit over to third, and the throw over the second is in plenty of time by Vargas. So the inning is over. The Phillies leave another runner on base, and we head to the bottom of the third inning. Michael Chavis will lead things off when the game returns. Okay. Nothing to it. Yeah, that does sound good. Guys, I can't believe that I'm saying this, but we need 16 more subscribers to get to the 900 mark. When you think of... Here's a question that I want to propose to you guys. I kind of brought this up today a little bit with somebody, okay, that I was on the phone with. So I was having a conversation with this person, and I raised this question because we talk a lot about the analytics and how people preach it in baseball like it's the Bible. Because now everything, it seems, according to what we're watching and what we're listening to, like what's being reported from news sources and journalists and media members, that a lot of the decisions that are being made are based off of analytics in baseball. Do you think that when you look at the other big three sports, football, basketball, and hockey, American, okay, the other three American sports, do you think that they're trending in that direction too, where they're just starting to rely more on analytics than the eye test? And I want to hear what your thoughts are down below. I hope that question made sense, but as we go throughout the game, I want to hear what your answers are, because I'm interested to hear your takes. My nose is itchy. We got an itchy nose. First pitch to Michael Chavis is down low for a ball. Chavis and Jeter Downs, of course, former Boston Red Sox. The pitch, it's on the inside corner for a called strike, so the count is 1-1. Sanchez already with 22 pitches, and the 1-1. It's just below the knees. It looked like it was at the knees, but maybe it was just my eyes. 2 balls, 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Sanchez comes set, delivers the pitch on the inside corner. A sinker at 92. Chavis' average, he's hitting .250 with 2 homers and 5 RBI. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-2 delivery. Down low for ball 3. Sanchez, well, in his career against the Washington Nationals, he is, I lost it. The 3-2. Strike 3 called. Good pitch thrown by Sanchez. It was actually swung on and missed. It's on the pitch that was just dipping out of the zone. 1 out and nobody on. And Alex Call comes up in the first pitch. He lifts this one out to right field. It's not that deep, though. Castellanos tracks it down with the sunglasses on, and he's there to catch it for out number 2. So there's 2 away. Sometimes, like when you're doing this, you can't get lost hunting for a stat. And that's exactly what I did, but that's why we get the reps. Eyes have to be up. You can look down for a second, but the eyes have to be up, guys. 2 outs. C.J. Abrams comes up, and the stream froze for a second, but now we're back on, and the first pitch is fouled off. It's grounded foul towards the first base side. Stephanie, what's going on, Stephanie? Thank you so much for coming on here. You've been coming on here for a little bit of time, and that means a lot to me. Nobody on. 2 outs in the 0-1. It's foul tipped into the glove for strike 2. Thanks for the great coverage on these games. My dad is visiting us today. He's 84 years young. His name is Walt. He's been a Phillies fan for a long time. Looking forward to Labor Day. That's awesome. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to C.J. Abrams. And we head to the top of the 4th, as there is still no score between the Nationals and the Phillies, and nobody has blinked just yet. But the Phillies will be right back. I love good morning, good afternoon, and good night. It's like one of my favorite baseball sayings. I think I'm starting to say it a little bit more too often than I want to, but it's a good one to have in your bag of tricks, you know? That's so awesome, though, Stephanie. I hope your dad's doing well. And I think it's so important that we spend time with our family, guys. It really is. That's what sports does. I always tell people that sports, to me, is a part of a branch on my tree of family, right? Like that's like a big branch in my family. Then you got music. And then you'd have entertainment too, I would say. But I think that it's just really important to try to find ways to, keep good relationships with your immediate family, because you don't really get too much time to do that. So, of course, that's if you have good family members. So, yes, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. And we are heading to the top of the fourth inning. If you enjoyed this content, well, I ask you to do three things. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that notification bell icon. That's 2. And then number 3 is to subscribe to the channel. We need one more subscriber to get to 885. I would really appreciate it if we get there today. Here comes Jake Irvin back on the hill for the Nationals, and they'll face off against Bryson Stott here. First pitch was on the outside corner for a strike. Second pitch coming right up. Here it is. Swinging a line drive into right field for a base hit. Past the diving stop of Dom Smith. And Bryson Stott gets on with a leadoff single. Man, the stream just froze for a quick second once again. But that is the first hit of the day for the Phillies. It was, I think, supposed to be a curveball that was supposed to be down low and inside, but it missed its spot, and Bryson Stott was like, yep, I can take advantage of that. Giving me the green light to swing, I'll do that any day. Turner comes up, and the first pitch he fouls off. Just behind the plate. He's hitting .248 with 12 homers and 44 RBI. Had an opportunity to be a hero in last night's game with the bases loaded, and the Phillies were down by 1 at the time. It was a 7-6 game, and he struck out to end the inning. The 0-1 swing and a miss on a fastball right down the pipe at 96, and he was definitely late. It's an 0-2 count to Trey. Irvin with the glove just at the letters, delivering from the stretch. And the 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. And Turner strikes out. That was a curveball thrown at 84 miles per hour. And it just ended up being over the middle of the plate once again. Well, he goes with a fastball, and then that's down the heart and soul of the plate, and then he comes back with more of an off-speed pitch, if you will. Here comes JT with 1 second left on the pitch clock, and throw back over to first base is not in time. I think that Irvin actually did that, and I've never really thought about this when you think about the pitch clock being a big factor now into the game of baseball. Kind of used that to his advantage because the clock was winding down, and he was like, yep, let me just throw it back over to first. First pitch to JT. Fly ball, hit down into right field, and it gets in there for a hit. The throw to third by Thomas to get Stott is in time. Lane Thomas with a cannon out in right field, and Bryson Stott, I mean, you just got to tip your cap. That was an incredible throw by Thomas. And Stott's a pretty fast base runner, too. It was a blooper that was hit out to right field. And I don't know if they're going to challenge this or not, but regardless, it was an incredible throw by Thomas. He threw it right on the money. And a great tag by Vargas. He just got Bryson Stott on that right knee. JT is over at second base. Comes Jake Cave up at the plate in the first pitch. It's in there for a strike. Cave got hit by a pitch in the second inning. JT's over at second. He's singled, so that is a single, but then A throw out over to third base by Lane Thomas. A 9-5. It's a 9-5 single, I guess. 1 ball, 1 strike as the next pitch was at the knees. The 1-1, the cave upstairs for ball 2. Kingstone Collective, thanks for coming on here. Check that link out on the commercial break. It's a double play. How is it not an infield fly rule? I didn't get the link. I'm sorry. I don't know why. But I'll have to check it out probably later after the game. 2 balls, 1 strike. I will definitely have to take a look at that. The pitch. It's at the knees for a called strike. It was a curved ball. So Irvin already with 61 pitches. He's 3-5 on the season with a 4.76 earned run average. The runner goes, the 2-2. It's popped up over towards foul territory, towards the third base dugout, and it's just out of reach by Vargas and Irvin. Cave over his last 5 games has recorded 8 hits. 5 of them have been singles. 2 have been doubles, and of course one of them being a long home run. JT leads off over at second base. The Phillies have left 3 runners in scoring position, or 2 runners already. Will it be a third, or can they come through? They have left a lot of guys on base. Give Lane Thomas credit, though, as Bryson Stott was trying to be aggressive, and Thomas made a beautiful throw out in right field to third. The 2-2 delivery. It jams Cave. It's a blooper out to center. Will it drop? It won't. And, oh man, Cole's able to snow cone it and make the sliding catch as he takes away and robs a base hit from Jay Cave. What a play by Cole. He just snow coned it and almost bounced out of the glove. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 man left, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning at Nationals Park. That's unbelievable. Wow. Throw out to third base. Okay. Just now heading home, listening to JJ on the radio. Cool. Nice. That's exactly what we love to hear. Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that notification bell icon. And also, make sure that you subscribe and like this video. That's the same thing as hitting the thumbs up button, but that's all right. That is absolutely all right. Let's take a sip of water because we got to stay hydrated. You know, I know that a lot of you guys, are coming on here to, tune in, to the Phillies, or you're tuning in to, listen to, a bet that you have, or, whatever it is. But I also, because this is a channel where I put out, my portfolio, I guess, if you will, and just get practice with calling games and podcasting and doing interviews as well, I always like to document or have this as a document as a part of this journey, right? Because that's something that I never really did at Rowan. I saved my files and I saved things and games and stuff that I did, but I like to kind of have this be some sort of a journal, if you will, because we do this almost every day, and I think it's really important that the one thing that we try to do a better job at as broadcasters is try to take care of our voices. And I don't just mean by taking care of our voices on the mic, by drinking water and by drinking tea, but take care of it off the mic too. And I mean, resting it, making sure that it gets a lot of rest, because, these are our instruments. And we also have to take care of our eyes and our ears too. So hygiene is really important, and that's something that hopefully I'll be doing a better job at. The 0-1 to Lane Thomas. Line drive into left field past the diving stop of Bohm. The throw to second by Schwarber to try to get Thomas is not in time. Kyle Schwarber tried to give Thomas a little bit of revenge of what he did to Bryson Stott by throwing him out over at third base. And let's see, the Phillies want to challenge this? I don't think that they will. I don't think that they will. But Thomas hit a bullet just past the diving stop of Bohm, who was over at third base. He slides in there safely. Thought maybe Stott had him for a quick second, but they won't review it. Joey Meneses comes up, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. Looked like it was a strike, but it's called a ball. I don't know how. The pitch was definitely in there. It was on the upper third of the zone. Sanchez on the bump for the Phillies. He has 33 pitches already. He kicks, delivers the pitch. It's at the knees, a sinker at 92. Just saw that Coco Gauff just advanced to the Cincinnati Open Finals. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sanchez winds up and delivers the pitch. It's inside. So that makes the count 2-1. Nationals trying to strike first here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Not a whole lot of pitches for Sanchez. And the 2-1 delivery. Grounder hit past the diving stop of Stott in the right field. Thomas will come in to score. The throw by Castellanos hits off the line, and it's an RBI opposite field single as the Nationals take a 1-0 lead. Joey Meneses is able to come through and get his first hit of the series. And it's a big one. Let's see what this pitch was. Just a regular fastball down the middle. And Joey, tip your cap to him because he went the opposite way, kept his head down, followed through, and was able to just poke it out into right field. It was a hard poke, though. And here comes Stone Garrett, the lethal Stone Garrett, who swings and misses at the first pitch for a strike. So a leadoff double by Lane Thomas and an RBI single by Joey Meneses. And the Nationals are on the board 1-0 in Game 2 of this 3-game series. The ball's 1 strike to Stone. Sanchez looks back to first base, delivers from the stretch, and the 0-1. It's in the dirt. Garrett made his major league debut back in 2022 with the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's now 27 years old. Called up pretty late, but he's delivering right now. The 1-1. Oh, that was a little bit inside, but it's a called strike. And the Phillies will certainly take that call. He started off the 2023 season with the Rochester Red Wings and then got called up as soon as Corey Dickerson went down. The 1-2, it slapped foul down the first base side. He actually, people don't know this, but he actually decided to leave baseball after his stint that he had with the Marlins and begin a full-time career in real estate. He actually connected with a former Marlins scout on LinkedIn who helped him try out and sign a minor league contract with the Diamondbacks. And that ended up paying dividends, I guess. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, it's fouled off. And Stone stays alive. Philly's not the only game that's on right now. It's a whole lot of Saturday afternoon baseball. And the 2-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. 4 strikeouts for Christopher Sanchez. And that's a big out as they get the first out of the inning. So Garrett grounded into a 5-4-3 double play, his first time up in the bottom of the first, and he strikes out here in the bottom of the 4th. Dominic Smith steps up to the plate. First pitch, he fouls that one off. Over towards the first base side, Jake Cave wearing his sunglasses. The sun is shining towards that right field first base side. There's some shadows out in left field, but not too many. It is a picture-perfect day. No balls, 1 strike. Sanchez comes set, and the 0-1 offering. It's off the plate and way outside. Dodgers are beating the Marlins by a score of 3-1. That game's in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Marlins definitely spanked the Dodgers last night. The 1-1, that's down low for ball 2. The Diamondbacks, on the other hand, they're up 5-3 in the top of the 6th inning against the San Diego Padres, who are still trying to fight for a spot in the wild card race, but they have really been struggling. 2-1 is the count, and Sanchez with the pitch just below the letters. It's fouled off. The Brewers, they're up 2-1 with the bases loaded for the Texas Rangers. That game is in Arlington, Texas, as the Rangers are leading the AL West. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dom Smith, and the 2-2 delivery just off the plate and outside. It was a changeup at 82 that just missed its spot, and the count is full. So the Nationals are up 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. There's a runner over at first base. That's Joey Meneses, who had the RBI single to drive in Lane Thomas. 1 out. The payoff pitch coming up to Dom Smith. Here it is. Bouncer hit over towards first base. Cave charges over to second for 1, and that's all that they're going to get. Cave was about halfway between the first base side and second base as soon as the ball was hit, and he knew exactly where it was going to be. He did not collide with Bryson Stott, but Turner was covering the bag, and that'll go down as a 3-6 fielder's choice. So Meneses is out over at second base, and Dom Smith is over at first. There's 2 away. Coming up to the dish now is Riley Adams, who's batting on the right side here. Sanchez winds up, and the first pitch, it's outside. The Nationals have scored 24 runs over their last 3 games. They have been red hot. The 1-0, it's on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. They actually are in the middle, or towards the end, I should say, of a 10-game homestand. They're 6-1 during this homestand. That ends, of course, tomorrow night. The 1-1, swinging a line drive down the left field line. It's a fair ball. And it batters around, pinballs its way around, and Schwarber has to go over to get it. And coming in to score is Dominic Smith, who was just running for his life. Nothing that Schwarber could do on that. It's an RBI double hit by Riley Adams. So it ended up going down the left field, the third base line, and it ended up hitting that little corner edge. Not towards like the far corner, but the corner edge right by the stands. And it took a very weird bounce, and it's an RBI double. Down the left field line, hit that corner spot, and just took a very weird bounce. And Schwarber didn't anticipate where it was going to hit. So it's 2-0, and Ildemaro Vargas is due up, and Sanchez is trying to just get out of this inning. Schwarber definitely did not get a good read on it, but it did take a little funny bounce. 1 ball, no strikes to Vargas. The next pitch, it's at the knees on the inside corner for a called strike. Young Shizzy, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming on here. 23 pitches already have been thrown by Christopher Sanchez. He threw 18 pitches in the second and third inning combined. The 1-1, bouncer hit over to shortstop. Turner has it. This should do it. And the throw over to first is in time, and the inning is over. The Nationals do, however, get 2 runs. One on an RBI single by Joey Meneses, and the other on an RBI double by Riley Adams. Phillies down 2-0 at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Okay. I'm going to take a step off, guys. I will be right back in just a few moments. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. You guys know what to do. Algo people, do your thing. I will be right back. See you soon. Okay. All right, we are back on here, guys. We definitely are. Please tell your friends about this channel, okay? If you know somebody that loves the Phillies, the Sixers, the Flyers, the Patriots, and if you keep coming back to this channel, and somebody else is interested in finding out another channel where they can have Phillies baseball conversations and, all those types of things, recommend Play by Play with JJ and just give them the link. Let's continue to grow our family. All right, Phillies, they're down 2-0 as the Nationals struck first in that bottom of the fourth inning. Can the Phillies come up with a counterpunch? Jake Irvin with the first pitch to Yohan Rojas. It's inside. 9-1-2 are coming up for Philadelphia in this top of the fifth inning. Phillies are 66-56. They are first in the NL wildcard race. As of right now, 1 ball, no strikes. Irvin winds up and delivers the pitch. It's on the inside corner for a called strike. Irvin already with 65 pitches. He's definitely given up some base runners, but the Phillies have not been able to cash in. It's been a pretty similar story throughout the entire season, or pretty much during this entire stretch for the Phillies. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is fouled off. I left my tissue box over there, figures. One and 2 is the count. And the pitch, swing, gonna miss. And Yohan Rojas strikes out for the second time today. Swings at a high cheese fastball. There's already 1 out. Base is empty. 1 away in the top of the fifth. Here comes Kyle Schwarber, who takes it low. Sinker at 96. So Jake Irvin is 26 years old. And the 1-0 swinging a fly ball hit out to center field. On the run, coming in towards home plate is Call, and he's there to make the catch. And there's 2 outs. Pretty solid swing by Schwarber, who tattooed it out to center field. But Call, who has a lot of wheels, was able to run in and catch it for out number 2. Only 2 hits today for the Phillies, but they've left a lot of men on base so far. 2 outs, nobody on. Here comes Bohm, first pitch. It's fouled off. It was on a curveball. Irvin went to high school in Bloomington, Minnesota. Actually went to Thomas Jefferson High School and was originally drafted by the Twins, the Minnesota Twins, in the 37th round of the 2015 draft. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, it's on the inside corner for a called strike to Alec Bohm, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out, and he also grounded into a double play as well. So he decided to go to college at the University of Oklahoma, and then was drafted again, this time as the as a fourth-round draft pick for the Washington Nationals in the 2018 draft. No balls and 2 strikes to Bohm. Irvin winds up, it kicks, delivers. It's downstairs. And a little bit inside, too. One ball, 2 strikes to Bohm. And the 1-2. Strike 3 called. It was a curveball in the upper third of the zone. That was just in there. And back-to-back strikeouts is what ends the inning. And the Nationals lead it 2-0 as they go to the bottom of the 5th. I have to get a little bit better on my closeouts, and that actually really wasn't back-to-back strikeouts, too. That was a fly out by Kyle Schwarber and a strikeout to Alec Bohm. That's all right, though, because that's what the reps are for. That's exactly what they're for. I do want to remind you guys, okay, we also post on our social media platforms, too. So if you have not done so, click the LINKTREE down below. It's in the description area if you're watching on YouTube. And go follow us on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. I almost said Spotify. We're not on Spotify just yet. I have to create an Anchor account. I do have to do that. So, Young Shizzy says, I'm registering my trademark today. Dude, good for you. I still have to do that. But good for you, man. I'm really proud. It's a process, man. It really is. But, you know, at the end of the day, you always have to remember, and I keep telling this to myself, that whatever else goes on, you know, like when you're working on the business side of stuff, at the end of the day, what truly is the number one priority is content. They teach you in YouTube, in this YouTube online school, and I've never taken this class, but I've watched a lot of this guy's videos, that content is king. And that's exactly why, like, if you don't stick with it and if you don't keep doing it, you know, you're never going to put out anything. It's always content. Yep, content is king. Exactly. Christopher Sanchez back on the mound. But, dude, I'm really happy for you. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, it's a bouncer. Hit over towards the first base side. Is it fair? Nope, it just rolls foul. And Sanchez and everybody else will migrate back to their spots. Fans come first and living in the moment. Yep. Well said. Michael Chavis is up at the dish for the Nats, who scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th, thanks to an RBI single by Joey Meneses and an RBI double by Riley Adams. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch by Sanchez, way up high. But yeah, you can always like work on your craft. You can always, you know, work on the presentation of stuff. As the 1-2 is at the knees for a called third strike on the outside corner. Good pitch thrown by Sanchez as he gets his 5th K of the day. But, you know, you can have those things, but you have to be able to still produce and do what you have to do. Sometimes I say that I'm going to do, like, you know, post-series recaps, and I don't always do it, but I always try to be consistent. And no matter what, even if I can't make a Phillies post-series pod, the games, you guys know, that's the number one thing that we do on here. 1 ball, no strikes to Alex Call. Sanchez kicks, steals, and throws it at the knees. It was a changeup at 81. Oh, thanks, Young Shizzy. I didn't forget. No, dude, I totally understand. I totally understand. Call up at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. The pitch. Line drive. Played on the bounce. No by Turner. He gets up. Throws over to first. And Call is retired. What a play by Trey. That was a bullet hit over to shortstop. It almost got through the hole. And Turner says, I got it. I don't know what the exit velocity was on it, but he got down on one knee, got back up, and threw a cannon over to first to get out number 2. C.J. Abrams comes up. We flip the lineup card. The first pitch, it jams him. It's hit back up the middle, though. Stott has it, charges over to first, and the inning is over as Abrams is out. Another 1-2-3 inning. And the Phillies are still down 2-0 as we go to the top of the 6th. Let me make sure that I got that correct. So Vargas strikes out. Chavis grounds out to short. Call grounds out to short. And Chavis strikes out looking. And then Abrams grounds out back up the middle. Tyler, what's going on, Tyler? Thanks for coming on here, man. Nice content. Do you do all Philly sports events? I do. The whole thing is, okay, I'll tell you the story too, because you're probably going to, yeah, Gabe answered it too. It's right here. I do Patriots, I do Sixers, I do Phillies, and I do Flyers. The reason why I don't do Eagles is because I don't hate the Eagles. I don't hate any team. I don't dislike the Eagles. I dislike Cowboy fans, but you know, most of them. Of course, like the reasonable ones and the ones that are always realistic. Of course, I respect those people. But in regards to the Eagles, okay, I didn't get into football until I was older and got into the Patriots. That was the first football game that I watched. So that's the short story of it. But I know a lot of people always ask me the question because it doesn't make sense to them, and it makes a lot of sense that it doesn't make sense. Play on words right there. But yes, Patriots, Phillies, Sixers, and Flyers. So if you enjoy my content, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, man. Welcome on into the Play-by-Play with JJ family, Tyler Beniston. This is what we got to do in order to introduce you the right way. Hopefully your volume's not too loud. There we go. Bryce Harper comes up. He's gotten on base twice today. He got hit by a pitch. That was back in the first. And also walked 2, which was in the third. The 0-1, swing and a miss. 75 pitches for Jake Irvin. And congratulations on being subscriber number 885. We need 5 more to get to the 890 mark. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock and the 0-2 delivery. Harper just held up his swing. The last time Harper was up, he was behind in the count 0-2 and worked his way on with a walk. He's had a better 2-strike approach. The 1-2 delivery. Line drive into the hole into right field between first and second. And Thomas gets over to it on one knee. And Bryce Harper singles to right. And the tying run is coming up to the plate. We're already in the top of the 6th inning. Well, they got a runner on, but now the question is, can they cash in and come through? The third time today that Bryce Harper has gotten on base, and it's a single this time. Nick Castellanos, who has struck out and grounded out, is due up. He's gone 0 in the series so far. First pitch to Castellanos. It's fouled off towards the third base side. The Phillies did get some positive news as Andrew Bellotti, he did get called back up as Ranger Suarez went on the injured list. That's not the good news that I was going to talk about. Suarez is on the injured list with a hamstring injury. It's a grade 1 injury, so it shouldn't be too bad, according to Rob Thomson. The 0-1 delivery. Line drive into center field for a hit. It goes out in the left center, and Bryce Harper stops at second. The throw is cut off, and Nick Castellanos and Bryce Harper are on base with back-to-back singles. The good news, though, for the Phillies is that Brandon Marsh is supposed to return tomorrow night. And Jose Alvarado is on pace to return Monday. That's what I wanted to say. But here comes Bryson Stott. 2 runners on. A big situation for the Phillies with nobody out. This inning could make or break this ball game. Irvin looks back at second, winds up, delivers the first pitch. It's a called strike. That was a good pitch by Irvin. Had a lot of movement on that fastball. Stott singled in the fourth. His average now is at 296. He has 11 homers and 47 runs batted in. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, way outside. Jake already has thrown 8 pitches in this inning so far. He has not thrown more than 20. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. It's slapped foul down the left field line. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, guys. Stott is hitting 290 with runners in scoring position. Has 3 homers and 35 RBI in that situation as well. Important to note. Can he come through? 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Castellanos leads off at first. Harper leads off at second. Nobody out in the top of the 6th. The 1-2. Line drive into center field. Calls there, though, to make the catch. Harper's going to tag up, and he'll stay put over at second base on a good throw made by Call that was cut off by C.J. Abrams. Harper's like, I'm not even going to risk it. It wasn't deep enough. Sir Anthony Dominguez warming up in the pen. And Christopher Sanchez, I believe, is done. So, 1 out on a hard shot hit by Stott. It was just right at Call in center. And Trey Turner comes up. He struck out with the bases loaded in last night's game. In the first pitch, he swings and misses at a curveball, not even close to the plate. He has 12 homers and 44 runs batted in this season, along with a 247 average. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a miss on another curveball. It was outside. And Jose A. Ferrer is getting loosened up in the Nats bullpen. Probably will face Jake Cave if it has to come down to it. No balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch, down low and outside, another curveball. 1-2 is the count. Turner also has 22 steals, which is second on the team, but he has to get on base here. The 1-2, a called strike 3. It was a curveball that looked like it was maybe a hair outside, and Jake Irvin gets strikeout number 6. I mean, it was outside. But you also have to remember, I mean, like when you're behind in the count, put yourself in that situation. And sometimes the ump's just not gonna help you out because you're taking hacks at other pitches. JT is due up, and the first pitch he sees is a fastball at the knees for a called strike at 95. He's gotten on base twice today. He reached on an error. It was on an E5, but he also singled. 2 runners on, the 0-1 up high and outside for ball 1. Irvin with 89 pitches. Last time he pitched, he had 6 strikeouts in 6 2/3 of an inning, only allowing 2 earned runs against the A's. The 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Another pitch right down the middle. Phillies look like that they're just guessing here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the 1-2. Grounder hit over to third. It's going to be a tough play by Vargas. The throw over to first. It's not in time. JT barely beats it out. A bang-bang play all around, It's going to load the bases, and the Phillies are still alive in this inning. It was hit down the line, and JT had a little slow roller to third. Vargas charged the ball over to first base as he threw it sidearmed, and JT was barely able to beat it out and hustled for his life. And now a base hit could tie the game, and Jake Cave, who is 6 for 13 coming into today against the Nationals this season, is due up. He's been their kryptonite. So there's 2 outs, and the bases are loaded. I'm interested to see if they're going to go with a lefty on lefty. If Dave Johnson's going to come out, nope, he's going to stay put. Maybe the Phillies can make him pay. Irvin trying to get out of a jam. Phillies trying to tie the game. 2 outs, and the bases are juiced in the top of the 6th. Phillies are scoreless so far. They're down 2-0. Harper at third, Castellanos at second, and JT at first. And the first pitch. It's at the knees, a curveball for a called strike. Cave is 1 for 4 this season with the bases loaded. In his career, though, he does have 2 grand slams and is batting .250. The 0-1 offering. Foul ball. Cave already behind in the count, 0-2. After this inning, we're going to take a very quick step off. It's been a fast game so far. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A high cheese fastball, and Jake Irvin is fired up. Phillies leave the bases loaded, and nothing to it. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies down 2-0. All right, guys, I will be right back in just a few moments. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. I know that we have a lot of people that are missing today because it's a Saturday afternoon and people are spending time with their families. But I will be right back, all right? But make sure that you hit that thumbs up button while we're on break. All right, cool. All right, guys, we need 15 more subscribers to get to the 900 mark. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. So Christopher Sanchez will actually pitch the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm surprised. Sir Anthony Dominguez was loosening up in the pen. And what was up? It'll be Lane Thomas and Joey Meneses and Stone Garrett, the meat of the order. First pitch, foul ball. Thomas is 2 for 2 today. He has 5 hits in this series so far. Just has destroyed the baseball against the Phillies. The 0-1, grounded it over to shortstop. Charging over to first is Turner, And Thomas is just out by maybe a hair. He's running in towards home plate and stopped, gathered himself, and threw it just over to first in the nick of time to get Thomas retired. He's been a tough customer. Joey Meneses is due up, and Sanchez winds up and delivers. It's swung on and missed. No balls, one strike. Base is empty. And the 0-1 offering. Fly ball hit out to right field. It's looking foul, and it'll stay foul as it'll find the seats. I don't know if you guys have done. I brought this up a couple of times. I like doing these immaculate grids every day. It's kind of like, I know a lot of people like to do the Wordle, and I did that for a little bit of time, but then I got a little bit tired of it. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, it's down low and in the dirt. JT actually couldn't find it as it went right behind him and hit the backstop. So the count is 1-2. So anyhow, I love doing these immaculate grids, and what it is, it's basically just a grid that you have to fill out. Okay, you get 9 attempts to figure out different types of things. Okay, like the 1-2 pitch. It's inside for ball 2. So on the left side of the grid, right, like horizontally in the first row, you may have like Philadelphia Phillies. Okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch just tipped off, and Meneses stays alive. So you may have like the Phillies in the first row, but then you have 3 columns, right? And so in the first column, you may have like New York Mets. Second one, you have Atlanta Braves. And the third one, you have Marlins. So in each column, that's the 2-2, it's down low for ball 3. In each column, you have to guess a player that played for the Phillies, and then the first column, they also had to play for the Mets. The second column has to be a Phillies player that also played for the Braves, and so on and so forth. And it's really cool. And you get 9 attempts to get a perfect grid. That's why they call it an immaculate grid. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Joey Meneses, who's 2 for 2 today. The payoff pitch. Grounder. Hit over to shortstop. Backhanded by Turner. He flips it over to first. And it's dug out by Jake Cave. Oh, nope. The first base umpire is going to say that he did not have full control of the baseball and it slipped out of his glove. So Cave was not able to get the dig. And Turner, let's see. Did he have enough arm strength on it? I thought maybe he would have, but Cave, who doesn't play first every day, just was not able to dig it out. Probably should have been a better throw. And here comes Stone Garrett, who lines this one out in the right field. It drops in for a hit. Castellanos plays it on the bounce, throws over to second base, and there's 2 runners on with 1 out, and Stone Garrett continues to be a Phillies killer. There's 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. What's up, Fisherman Sam? How you doing? So anyhow, go check out the Immaculate Grids. They're a lot of fun if you love sports. First pitch to Dom Smith. That's served out in the left field. Schwarber on the run, though, towards home plate, and he's there to make the catch, and there's 2 away. Ended up jamming Smith on the hands, and he was able to fight it off, put it out into left field, but Schwarber's like, I got it, and he caught it. 2 runners on. We're still in the bottom of the 6th inning. Fisherman Sam, how we doing on here, man? Thanks for coming on here. So Riley Adams comes up. The pitch. Grounder hit right in through the hole into left field. Meneses comes in to score. The throw is made to home plate. It was wide by Schwarber. And it's another RBI base hit for Riley Adams. And that puts runners over at first and third. The ball just got right through between third base and shortstop. And it's now a 3-0 game. And now if you're Rob Thomson, I wonder if going with a switch here is in the cards. Schwarber's throw was also way off the line. Probably should have just cut it off, but thought maybe he would have a play at the plate, but it was not even close. So Riley Adams comes through once again. A 2 RBI base hit day for him. Ildemaro Vargas is due up, and the first pitch he sees is a called strike as Thomson wants to stay put here. Vargas 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, grounder. It's fouled, though, towards the third base side. You think the Phils can make the comeback? I don't know, man. I don't know. What about you? Oh, you say that you do. Oh, we'll have to wait and see. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners. Vargas at the plate, the 0-2. It's a hopper hit over to third. Going to be a tough play for Bohm, who throws it over to first, and it is in time to get Vargas. That probably would have been an infield single, but it ended the inning. It's now 3-0 Washington as we go to the top of the 7th. Okay. RBI single for Adams. And Vargas grounded out to third. Okay. Guys, it is time for our Phillies trivia question of the day. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, first of all, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notification bell icons, man. Turn those bells on, those ring-ding icons. They jingle. I don't really think that they actually jingle when you press it, but maybe they do. I don't know. Anyhow, we do this thing called Phillies Trivia, okay, where we ask a Phillies Trivia question in the top of the 7th inning, and then we reveal the answer. You guys can answer down below, and then we go through each and every one of your answers because they're all great, and then we find what is the right answer in the bottom of the 7th inning. So I'll ask the question, and then if you get it correct when we're going over the answers, you'll hear this sound effect. And if you get the question wrong, if you get it incorrect, the judges will say this. So there we go. Okay. So the question that I have for you today, it's an interesting one. I want to know, what year did Dallas Green become manager of the Phillies? Any year, okay? Not going to give anybody hints. I want to know when Dallas Green became manager of the Phillies. That's the question. Phillies down 3-0. The Nationals have 7 hits and have manufactured 3 runs. From the 4th to the 6th inning, they actually scored 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th. The Phillies have 5 hits and have come up empty. Jose Ferrer is coming in to pitch for the Nats. Batters are hitting .261 against him in 19 1/3 of an inning. That is a big bowl of popcorn. I mean, we were talking about barbecues today, but popcorn also sounds good too. Is popcorn a barbecue snack? Comment down below what your thoughts are about that. Because I've heard people have popcorn at barbecues, but I feel like chips are like the ultimate barbecue food, you know? Jose Ferrer winds up, delivers the first pitch. It's at the knees for a called strike on the inside corner to Yohan Rojas. We will flip the lineup card after Rojas is at bat. The 0-1 fouled back. So yes, okay, so the question again, what year did Dallas Green become manager of the Philadelphia Phillies? And we'll reveal the answer to that question in the bottom of the 7th. But write your answers down below. Let's get some participation going on in here. Let's do it. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch hits outside for ball 1. There's a changeup at 84 miles per hour. Barbecue chips are a great barbecue. Obviously, they're a great barbecue food. That's almost a given. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch, swing and a miss, and Yohan Rojas has struck out for the 3rd time this afternoon. Two strikeouts in a row for Nationals pitching. And Kyle Schwarber is coming up to the plate. And he takes that one. It's a strike right down Broad Street. And he's already behind in the count 0-1. Schwarber homered twice in last night's game, but the Phillies lost by a score of 8-7. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch by Ferrer is off the plate. Kyle's average is at 182. He's driven in 77 runs and has 32 long balls this season. The 1-1, just a little bit down low. Good eye. Andres Machado is getting loosened up in the pen for the Nats. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock for Ferrer. He winds up, kicks, delivers the pitch. It's off the plate again and outside. It was a fastball at 96. Alec Bohm waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 offering. Inside for ball 4. And Kyle Schwarber, he's gotten on base twice today with 2 walks. That's now the 2nd inning in a row where the Phillies have gotten the leadoff man on. And now Bohm is due up. Alec is 0 for 3 today. Trying to end an 0 for day. First pitch. It's on the inside corner for a called strike. So the count is 0-1. Ferrer on the bump. And the pitch in the dirt and inside for ball 1. He's gone 19 1/3 of an inning this season. He's allowed 18 hits. Has 12 strikeouts. 9 walks allowed. Only 1 homer. There's a pretty good WAR, too. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Ferrer comes set, kicks, delivers, and it's fouled off. During the Nationals homestand, they're actually outscoring their opponents 47-31 and are 6-1. They've had an incredible August. The 1-2 delivery to Bohm, just a hair inside, a 97-mile-per-hour heater. I've mentioned that they've scored 24 runs over their last 3 games coming into today. Ended up winning the series against the Boston Red Sox and beating the Oakland A's too. The 2-2 line drive into left field for a hit. And stopping over at second is Kyle Schwarber. And that is what you call a professional at-bat by Alec Bohm. Staying with a pitch. It was down on the outside corner of the plate. And he followed through once again. And that sets the table up for Bryce Harper. Another big inning for the Phillies. They left the bases loaded to end the 6th. And now Hickey will go out there to have a conversation with the infielders and Ferrer himself. And now I think is a good time to ask the trivia question once again. If you just missed it, the question is, okay, which year did Dallas Green become manager of the Phillies? That is the question. Comment your answers down below. They have a Bryce Harper Funko night. They have like a little bobblehead of Bryce Harper. They're giving that away. I don't know when. It's towards the end of the month, excuse me. I believe it's on the 24th, if I'm not mistaken. There's 1 out. We're in the top of the 7th inning. The Phillies have been shut out so far. It's 3-0 Washington. Runners at first and second. Ferrer kicks, fires, and throws a strike. on the upper third of the outside corner of the plate. Now Machado and Abbott are getting loosened up in the Nats' pen. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Harper was late on the heater again. His timing has been a little bit off, but he has gotten on base 3 times today. No balls and 2 strikes. The next pitch, it's fouled off. And I mean, his timing has been a little bit off, like early on in the counts, but then once the 2 strikes come, it's been coming through. So I just wanted to backtrack what I was saying. He's hitting .216, though, with runners in scoring position. And the 0-2 delivery. Grounder hit over to shortstop. Going to be a tough play for Abrams. The flip over the second. There's 1, and that's all that they're going to get. Bohm was hustling, but he's not the fastest runner in the world, and Schwarber stops at third. It puts runners at the corners with 2 outs. That's probably what Ferrer could have asked for as a result for Bryce Harper during that at-bat. And now Dave Martinez will come out and he'll make a change himself as Ferrer's day is done. So he will pull the plug. Phillies still down 3-0. They have runners at the corners, and Castellanos is coming up. And we have a pitch and change. So the Phillies will be back in just a few moments. Stay tuned. I'm also going to take a quick step off. I will see you very soon now. Okay, all right, cool. Yes, let's get to 40 now, guys. We just hit the 30 mark. That's good, but we got to get to the 40 mark now. We have to keep working, you know. We never stop reaching our goals. Accomplish one goal, move on to the next one. That's how it always is. Jay-Z said it best, on to the next one. It's a good song. I do like that song. That was on, I believe that was, what was that? The NBA 2K11 soundtrack? Was that the JT soundtrack that he did for 2K? And yeah, the one with JT is like one of my favorite NBA 2K soundtracks. Castellanos comes up, and the first pitch to Nick. It's just, in the eyes of Mike Machlinski, it was below the knees, but Machado, who's on the mound, thought it was a strike, and I certainly did too. Andres Machado is a 6.04 ERA in 28 innings of work with 27 strikeouts and 9 walks allowed. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch, swing and a miss. The slider came in at 89. Castellanos singled in the 6th. A big opportunity for him right here. Schwarber at third, Harper at first, 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Phillies down 3-0. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a fly ball. Drilled out to deep right field. That's going back towards the track, and the Phillies have tied the ball game. An opposite field 3-run missile by Nick Castellanos. His 21st dinger of the season. An explosion from that home run for Castellanos as he hits a banger out to right field. Right down the middle. Castellanos head down. Fastball. Knew it. Locked. Loaded. And out of here. Here comes Stotts with the bases empty. Phillies are tied 3-3. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Hugs all around the dugout. As he gives a little curtain call to the fans at Nationals Park. The 0-1 bunted down the third base side. Played on a bounce, though, by the pitcher. And the throw by Machado is just in time. What a play by Machado. Andres Machado had to go from the mound over towards the third base side. He barehanded it and threw a missile over to first base. And Stott is retired. The Phillies do, however, finally come through. As Nick Castellanos hit a 3-run homer. And all Lane Thomas could do is look up. That home run call was awesome. That I have to cut that home run call. Wow. I would have never thought that. Texas Repo says, looks like the Phillies are in the exact same position that they were last year. They can still do some damage in the postseason. Anything is possible, man. When they look bad, it can get ugly. But when it looks good, they look great. That's how it is. Why did I sound so happy for Bryson Stott to be out? I'm sorry if I came off as happy. It was just a great play. I was shocked. I was more surprised. Plus, you have to think to yourself, Castellanos just hit a big 3-run homer. So, you're coming off of that energy. But, yes, you're right. Probably should have toned it down maybe a little bit. But, yes, beauty call. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's get back to the trivia question, guys. Let's get back to the trivia question. Okay, so I want to know, what year Dallas Green became the manager for the Phillies? Okay, what year was it? Comment your final thoughts down below. Oh, man. All right. Comment your answers down below. Final answers, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. If you have any more, you can still get them in. My dad, 1988. Incorrect. Beagle Lover says 1979. That is correct. He did become the manager of the Phillies in 1979. Beagle Lover got it first, and that is correct. Sir Anthony Dominguez will come in to pitch for the Phillies. In 41 games, he has 35 strikeouts, a 4.24 earned run average. He's only allowed 4 homers this season, but he is 2 for 7 save opportunities. This is not, however, a save opportunity. We're only in the bottom of the 7th inning, but here we go. Sorry if that last comment came off as mean. No. No. I'm happy that you said that. I'm really happy that you said that. I'm happy that you said that because I have to learn how to control that better. But as soon as a big thing happens like that, you don't know. All right, first pitch. It's up high for a ball to Jake Alou. Your dad loved him. 1980, says Fisherman Sam. That's incorrect. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, foul ball, down the left field line. And it goes into the seats. It was a great call. My neighbors think I'm nuts walking Jesse, my beagle. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch, grounder, pulled over towards the first base side. Stott has it and throws over to first, and Alou is retired. So Jake Alou came in to pinch hit. Castellanos went over to his son Liam. Of course Liam's at the game. Of course Liam is at the game. He has to be. That's his good luck charm. Of course he has to be there. First pitch, grounder, hit over towards the third base side, barehanded by Dominguez. The throw over to first, it's off the line, and it gets past Jake Cave. It goes out in the right field. Castellanos gets over to it, barehands it, throws over to third, and diving in there safely is Cole as the throw almost got by Bohm. it seems like every time the Phillies do respond, which is rare, that the Nationals have an answer, and their answer is now over at third base. Let's see. So going back to the plate, Sir Anthony Dominguez barehanded it, charged it over to first, and that was just not a good throw whatsoever as he was off balance. He probably should have just ate that one up. And it got by Jay Cave. Castellanos got over towards it and just threw it over to first, and it almost got by Bohm. Caleb Cotham will talk things over with Sir Anthony Dominguez. With one out in the bottom of the seventh inning, and C.J. Abrams is the next victims for Sir Anthony. So that let's go back to the stats or the play-by-play really quickly. Let's see what they scored that as, because I'm really curious. Okay, so they scored it as an as a bunt single. Call was safe at third on the throwing error by Sir Anthony Dominguez. Okay, so it is a bunt single. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. What seed do you think our playoff seed will be, or do you think we won't make it to the playoffs? I think that the Phillies will get in. I just don't know what it's going to be. I can't predict, what type of stretch they're going to go on. C.J. Abrams comes up, and he takes the first pitch inside and high, way inside and high, for a ball. CJ had a big 3-run homer in last night's game. He's made some great plays defensively on the other side of the diamond for the Nationals today. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, it's down low, and Sir Anthony is getting a little bit wild here. Has to try to calm down. 2 balls, no strikes. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-0. It's at the knees for a called strike. Phillies would have to play the winner of the NL Central in the wild card round if the season were to end today. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sir Anthony winds up, kicks, delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, no, sorry. They would have to play the Giants. I'm sorry. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, fly ball hit out to left field, and that will be caught by Schwarber. Runner does tag up, but Schwarber draws the throw to home plate, and it is cut off by Bohm, as Abrams is out. So yeah, they would have to play the Giants if the season ended today. And then the Marlins would have to play the winner of the NL Central. No, it would be the Giants. The Dodgers won the division, or would have the division, so they would be the number 2. Braves would be number 1, Dodgers would be number 2. There's a runner over at third, 2 outs, and the first pitch is swung on and missed to Lane Thomas. A fastball right down the pipe. Thomas is 2 for 3 today. Another tough cookie to get out. The 0-1, swinging a fly ball, hit out to deep left field. It's going back to the track, to the wall, and Schwarber just makes the catch in front of the fence. Thomas barely missed a home run by a couple of feet. And the inning is over. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Sir Anthony definitely got away with one right down the pipe. But Kyle Schwarber was just there to make the catch. It bounced into the glove, and the inning is over. Okay. I will be right back. I have to take a step off. All right. See you soon. All right, I see 41 people on here, and I see only 27 thumbs up. We didn't even get to the 30 mark, guys. I thought that we did, but we did not even get to the 30 mark, so we got to get to the 30 mark. 14 of you have not liked this video yet. What are you guys doing? Come on. You guys know better than that. Trivia question? We only asked one trivia question, but I will answer this one. During which season did Jim Bunning pitch his perfect game against the New York Mets? Honestly, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I really don't know. But we only asked one trivia question. One Phillies trivia question. And that's in the 7th inning. All right, Trey Turner is due up. 1964. I was going to say 1962. That's what I was going to say. But I was a little afraid. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Turner. It's outside. It was a knuckle curve that's thrown by Corey Abbott, who has a 5.06 earned run average. Opponents are hitting .277 against him. The 2-0 pitch. Line drive into left field. That's going back to the track, to the wall. It's gone. A line drive laser hit out to left field by Trey Turner, and the Phillies lead it 4-3. That thing got out of here in a hurry. And Turner comes in to score. Well, the Phillies have scored 4 runs over the last 2 innings so far, both on home runs. Right down the pipe. Turner, great extension. And that swing looked absolutely beautiful. JT comes up and takes a hack at the knuckle curve that was low. And he's already behind in the count 0-1 here. No balls, 1 strike. Abbott winds up, delivers the pitch. It's downstairs for ball 2. It is currently 6:06 p.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. 1 ball, 1 strike to JT. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another off-speed pitch. That time it's in the dirt. And swung on and missed. The Angels have a 7-6 lead against the Tampa Bay Rays in the top of the 7th inning. The 1-2 delivery, though, to JT. Bouncer hit back up the middle, and that's in there for a hit. And JT is able to get on with a leadoff, or is able to get on with a single in the top of the 8th. Oh, boy. 6:07 a.m. in the Philippines. Wow, that's cool. I'm not going to answer that question. Actually, I will. No. I do not. It's a weird question. First pitch. It's outside and high for a ball. To Jay Cave. Cave got hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 2 today. He's a .248 average, 3 homers on the season. Abbott gets set at the belt, and the pitch. Foul ball. So the count is 1-1. The sun is still shining out towards the first base side, out in right field, but there are some shadows in center field, all the way towards the left field side. Coffee break. No, I just rest my voice. That's all I do. I have to take a moment to breathe. When you talk for 3 hours, you know, usually announcers take breaks, and we try to not take as many breaks, but sometimes we have to take a break. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I know that y'all are busting my chops, though. Abbott winds up, delivers the pitch. Grounder hit over to the second base side, and the throw over to first. It's in time. Thank goodness that JT was running, because he probably would have been gunned out at second base on a 4-6-3 double play. but he is safe at second. And there's one out. Home run single. And a 4-3 ground out. Rojas has 3 strikeouts today. He's 0 for 3. And Abbott winds up, delivers the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. Phillies will be playing tomorrow night as far as the Sunday night baseball game. 1 ball, no strikes. And the delivery by Abbott, it's just a hair down low for ball 2. Marsh is supposed to return tomorrow night, according to the report that was made by Rob Thomson. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch to Rojas. Swing and a miss. That pitch was in the dirt and off the plate. It's a vodka break for JJ. Oh, wow. Gotcha, man. I'm happy that you're on here. If you guys enjoyed my content, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. 2 balls, 1 strike to Yohan Rojas. A runner at second. Phillies lead it 4-3. The 2-1 delivery. As Rojas showed bunt, but just took it back as the pitch was outside. So the count is now at 3-1. The Phillies are 66-56 on the season. They have a .500 record on the road. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. It was a fastball down the middle, just barely fouled off by Rojas. I am streaming tomorrow's game. We'll be on tomorrow night. We really try not to miss any Phillies games on here, guys. We really try not to take any breaks. I want to say that we've done 96 games so far. Maybe 97. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Rojas. And the next pitch, it's fouled off. The only time that we've missed doing games was when the Sixers were in the playoffs. We missed like 9 games, and then, other than that, 13. So, my streaming yesterday's game. Bro, come on. Bro, come on. You're funny. That got me. Dusty Wathan, the third base coach, just delivering the signs to JT here. 15 seconds left on the pitch clock. The Phillies lead it 4-3. We're in the top of the 8th. A runner over at second, 1 out, and the payoff pitch. Grounder hit over to third base. Going to be a tough play, though, by Vargas, who throws over to first, and Rojas beats it out. It's an infield single. JT goes over to third, and Yohan Rojas ends an 0 for day. It was a slow roller hit over towards third base, and Vargas tried to charge it over to first, and Rojas, who was lightning quick, just barely beat it out. Phillies with 3 hits in this inning so far. There's still 1 out. We're in the top of the 8th, and Hickey will try to calm his pitcher down and go over the signs with everybody too. But now is a good time for us to say, guys, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload, all right? I'm Jason Joseph. I've been doing this channel for 8 months. We do Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, Flyers hockey, Patriots football. All right, we have a Phillies post-series podcast. We'll do an episode tomorrow night. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. If you enjoy my play-by-play commentary, I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey, and I've been doing this for 8 months, and living my dream. I really am. And I get to come on here and talk to you guys as well. This is the future of play-by-play. It's the future of sports broadcasting, and we don't just do watch parties. We really try to take this seriously. Runners at the quarters, 1 out. Kyle Schwarber due up. He's 0 for 2 today. He homered twice last night. The first pitch, it's off the plate and outside for ball 1. God bless Mike Schmidt, says Brian Crisco. Rojas leads off at first. Over at third is JT Realmuto. 1 ball, no strikes. Defense playing at a double play depth for the Nats. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. It's at the knees for a called strike. Oh, you probably weren't here for it. It's a long story. It's a long story, Seabass. Pizza and beer for dinner tonight, says Fisherman Sam. That sounds good. That does sound good. 1-1 is the count. 4-3 Phillies. They're on top. The 1-1. Line drive into center field for a hit. JT will jog in the score. Call throws it over to second, and Rojas goes over to third. It's an RBI single for Kyle Schwarber. That is a clutch hit for Kyle, and that was definitely a big insurance run. Absolutely huge. That thing was smoked back up the middle. Four hits in the inning for the Phillies, and 3 of them have been singles. Schwarber's at first, Rojas at third, Bohm up at the plate. The pitch, foul ball. Abbott is still out there on the bump for the Nats. The Phillies have really come to life here over the last 2 innings. That Castellanos home run was absolutely huge. A weight was lifted off of their shoulders, it seems like, so far. The 0-1, down low and outside. Bohm did not want to bite on the knuckle curve. He's 1 for 4 today. Grounded into a double play his first time up. Grounded out to first in the third. Struck out looking in the 5th and singled in the 7th. The 1-1. Line drive, base hit into center field, and another run comes in to score. Schwarber stops at second, and it's an RBI single for Alec Bohm, and the Phillies have scored 3 runs in the 7th and in the 6th inning. Did I say the 7th? I meant to say the 8th and the 6th, sorry. The 8th and the 7th. Oh, man. Come on. Nonetheless, a good base hit, though, by Alec Bohm. Hope I had to swallow that one up. But let's go. 6-3 Philadelphia. And the fans are coming to life. The Philly fans are taking over Nationals Park. Harper due up. Runners at first and second. And he takes the first pitch low and inside for a ball. Bryce has 9 homers, 40 runs batted in, and he's hitting .294. He's gotten on base 3 times today, and is 1 for 2. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Outside for ball 2. He has 100 career home runs here at Nationals Park. 2-0 is the count. There's Martinez in the dugout, the manager for the Nationals. The 2-0 delivery inside and low for ball 3. I don't know where this offense was in the early stages of the game, but it has now arrived. 3 balls, no strikes, 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch up high for ball 4, and the Phillies will load the bases. Four straight base runners have gotten on for the Phillies. And here comes Nick Castellanos, who had a 3-run blast his last time up. 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Abbott with 28 pitches already, and his ERA, I'm sure, is already skyrocketing. First pitch to Castellanos. He pops this one up out into right field. Is it deep enough? I don't know. Thomas is there, gets under it, makes the catch, tagging up from third, and coming in to score is Kyle Schwarber. And he just beats out the throw and slides in there safely. That was a statement from Schwarber. And Castellanos even laughing, saying, I didn't even know if it was deep enough. And it just was, but Kyle Schwarber was running for his life. And the Phillies lead it 7-3. Something bad turning into something good. And Bryson Stott comes up. The inning not over yet. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Bohm's over at second. And over at first is Bryce Harper. And Thomas, who has a cannon of an arm, just threw it a little bit off the line, but Kyle Schwarber would have gotten in there regardless, even if it was a good throw. 1 ball, no strikes to Stott. The pitch, fly ball, hit out to deep right field. That's going back to the track, and the Phillies lead it 10-3 on a 3-run blast by Bryson Stott. His 12th homer of the season. A 7-run outburst for the Phillies in this 8th inning. Stunning. Absolutely unbelievable. Where was this pitch? Other one right down the middle. I am so shocked that Dave Martinez has decided to just stick with his guns and just keep Abbott out there. The Nationals bullpen has allowed 10 runs over the last 2 innings. Unbelievable. Trey Turner comes up, and he started off the inning with a bang with a solo homer. The 1-0 pitch at the knees for a called strike. He is the 10th man to come up to the plate. 1-1 is the count. The pitch, fly ball hit out to deep left field. Could it be? It is his 2nd home run of this inning alone. It's like watching a video game. 11-3. It was hit out to left field, and it got out in a hurry. I don't know which one was hit harder, his first one or this one. My goodness. 8 runs in this 8th inning at Nationals Park. And here comes JT, who breaks his bat, I believe, and just fouls it off. It's like watching a video game. I gotta put that on there. It is. 3 homers in just this inning alone. Absolute madness for the Phillies. They're just taking out their frustration and spanking the Nationals. No balls, 1 strike. JT up, he's 3 for 4 today. That's probably gone a little bit quiet as of right now. No balls, 1 strike, and JT is behind in the count. Bases empty, 2 outs in the top of the 8th. The 0-1. It's in there on the inside corner for a called strike. In case you're tuning in, the Phillies have scored all 11 of their runs over the last 2 innings. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and the inning is finally over. 10 men come up to the plate, and Trey Turner, not once but twice, hits 2 solo homers. And the Phillies lead it 11-3. And oh, by the way, Bryson Stott had a 3-run homer himself. My gosh. That's crazy. Brian Crisco, thanks for coming on here, man. I appreciate it. I really do. Well, that certainly needs a drink of water. Finally over? Don't say that. The inning is finally over, I said. Yeah, I have to say that. This game is crazy. Hopefully they'll hold this lead. 8 runs. 8 runs. Guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload. Let's go, man. Let's go. This team has fired me up right now. They have just showed and flexed their firepower in that inning alone. But we would want to score more runs. We scored 8 runs, dude. 8 runs. Just in, the Phillies bullpen repeat what happened the last night and gave up 8 runs as well. That wasn't all 8. That wasn't the bullpen, man. That was Michael Lorenzen, first of all. And second of all, Phillies bullpen overall has done a pretty good job this year. I made it. Did I miss the Wordle tutorial? Oh my gosh, Larry. 2 homers in the same inning. Okay. I want to know. Okay, I'll give you a bonus trivia question. Who was the last Philly to hit 2 homers in the same inning? Okay, I will give you that one. Okay, I want to know. Andrew Bellotti will come in to pitch for the Phillies. He actually just got called up today as Ranger Suarez went on the injured list. Kyle Schwarber. Jacqueline is correct. I believe Jacqueline's actually correct. What game was it, Jacqueline? Because I do kind of remember that. Yeah. Yep. Trey Turner. I said before that. All right, first Philly with 2 homers in the first in 1 inning since Von Hayes. Okay, well they just answered it right there. That was back on June 11th of 1985. Huh. Nope. Von Hayes. That's correct. Bellotti winds up, delivers the first pitch to Joey Meneses, is in there for a strike. Nationals down to their final 6 outs. Phillies were absolutely lifeless in the first 6 innings of this ball game. Actually, you could really say the first 6 2/3 of an inning. No balls, 1 strike, the pitch. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. I beat you to the punch, Larry. I said it first. Yes. No balls, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Andrew Bellotti comes in with a cannon and fires away and unloads the gas. I question the same thing. How do we have 50 people on here but only 38 likes? We got to step up our game, guys. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. We had like 15 people on here like not too long ago. The pitch, fly ball, hit out to shallow left field. Schwarber on the run towards home plate, and he makes the catch. There's 2 outs. We also need 4 more subscribers. Check the chat. I'll have to check the tape. I'll check the tape because I can't check the chat because how would I know when I said what I said? I have to check the tape. I will do that. I will do that. I owe you a steak dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, 2 outs, nobody on. Dom Smith is up at the plate. The first pitch is outside for ball 1. So Dom Smith today, he's 0 for 3. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch by Bellotti. It's in there for a strike. The Phillies, over their last 50 games against the Washington Nationals, well, they're 36-14 coming into today. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, fly ball, hit out to left field. It's hooking foul, but does Schwarber have room? He does, and he makes the catch in front of the rail. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Washington Nationals. And the Phillies will head to the top of the 9th. Jake Cave will lead things off. What did I say? I didn't say that was the prize. You're putting words in my mouth, Larry. Come on. You know that. You and I know that. How do you become a chat mod? I want people that have been in here for a while, and yeah, I appoint that. I definitely do that. Silly Larry's on here. Schwarbaum. Now we have. Yep, there we go. And yeah, you can also talk to Jiva Newts too, but it doesn't get approved until it goes through me. So, if you've been on here for a while, okay, if you are interested in becoming a moderator, we have to develop trust. There's a certain thing that comes with doing this, okay? With great power comes great responsibility. And so, you really do have to show loyalty to the channel. Every time you're on here, you have to make sure that you're, keeping the chat clean, making sure that profanity is not used, that people aren't, that they're following the rules, not spoiling stuff. If you are interested in becoming a moderator, please DM me, on Discord. And also, you can also email me too, okay? It's jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. The link is in the description, or the email is in the description. The link to all the link trees are in the description. So, yes, please make sure that you check that out. Because, yes, if you want to do it, it is a responsibility. It's not that big, but it's a privilege. They say that in New Jersey that driving is a privilege, and by you moderating on this channel, it's a privilege. It takes a lot to be able to do it. So, that means I definitely have to have my trust in you. So, I'm actually being serious though, Larry. I'm actually being serious. But yes, I know. Ildemaro Vargas will be pitching for the Washington Nationals as we go to the top of the ninth. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch to Jake Cave, swinging a towering fly ball that is drilled out to deep right field, and it has already become a home run fest for the Phillies. How about the 5th homer over their last 3 innings, and this time Jake Cave, it's a solo blast out to right field, and he golfed that thing on out of here. Man, unbelievable. 12-3 Philadelphia. A slugfest at Nationals Park. And here comes Rojas, who takes a strike. He actually hit a homer, his first career home run last Friday. It was against I can't seem to remember right now, but it was against a position player who was on the mound. 12-3 Philadelphia, and I really should know. I can't believe I forget right now. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Here comes the next one. That's outside for ball 3. 56 on the gun. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the 3-1 offering outside for ball 4. And Vargas issues a walk to Yohan Rojas. What's going on? Izzy, what's going on? I'm drunk. Oh, gosh. Day drinking? Really? It's okay. We invite everybody on here. Of course. We're waking up. All right. Here comes Wes Wilson, who's up at the plate. He homered his first time. That was actually the same day that Michael Lorenzen had his no-hitter. That was the last time he faced the Nationals, too. 1 ball, no strikes. Vargas not wasting any time. The pitch upstairs for ball 2, and he just can't even find the strike zone right now. It's so comical. 2 balls, no strikes. The next pitch, up high and outside. 58 miles per hour. Now, do you call that a curveball or a slider? I guess that you call that a slider. The 3-0. It's in there for a strike, coming in at 46 miles per hour. That looked like it was a curve. Sometimes it's just so hard to tell. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That ball is golfed out to center field. It's going back to the warning track and making the catch is Call on the track. And there's one out. So Wilson came in the pinch hit for Rojas. He came in a pinch hit for Kyle Schwarber. Vargas already with 12 pitches. Here comes Bohm. Hits this one out to shallow left field. Abrams gets under it, and he'll make the catch on the grass. There's already 2 gone. Now Bryce Harper is due up. I like Wilson too. He's a position player. Yep, that's what I just said. Harper's 1 for 2. We got hit by a pitch. He's walked twice. He's singled and scored 2 runs. Boy, it'd be nice to see him hit a home run here. But the first pitch, it actually ends up hitting him. I thought maybe he almost leaned into the pitch. Just got his hip right in there, but Vargas is like, well, that was my bad, and that puts runners over at first and second. The first 2 hours of this game were totally different than the outcome that you see right now. And the game, of course, is still not over. Here's Rodolfo Castro, who will come in to pinch hit for Nick Castellanos, and he takes a pitch at 44 miles per hour, inside and low. 1 ball, no strikes. The next pitch, line drive, that's smoked into right field for a hit. Call gets over to it, and stopping at third is Rojas, and the bases are loaded. Castro definitely did a good job at just getting that pitch to go out to right field, and it got out in a hurry. Guys, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notification bell icons. Bryson Stott comes up with the bases loaded. He hit a 3-run homer his last time up. Has an opportunity to hit a grand slam with the bases loaded. First pitch, up high for ball 1. Phillies have scored all 12 of their runs over their last 3 innings. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. Low. We need 3 more subscribers to get to 890. Let's get there, guys. 2 balls, no strikes. The next pitch was at 52, and that's in there for a strike. I guess you got to call the faster pitches the fastballs, but I don't know. 2 balls, 1 strike. The next pitch. Line drive, hit back up the middle, played on the hop, though, by Abrams, and Abrams tags the bag, and the inning is over. Last chance for the Washington Nationals. Phillies are up by 9. They have 12 runs, scored on 16 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Harper got hit by a pitch. Castro singled. And Stott rounded out into a fielder's choice. Take one more step off, guys. I'll be right back in just a few moments, all right? Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Algo people, do your thing. See you soon. All right, 2 more subscribers till we get to 890 subscribers. Let's get there, guys. Can't believe that we're 12 subscribers away from getting the 900. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We cover Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, Flyers hockey, and Patriots football. All right? It will not be on tonight. to watch the Patriots preseason game. I have to figure out how I can actually get some sort of or find some sort of way to watch it. I probably will tune into somebody on YouTube. But anyhow, Jacqueline, not everybody knows that. We have new people on here. They're not you. That's why we have to repeat these things. You're going to go. Bye. Okay. All right. I'll see you. Thanks for coming on here, though. I'm not making the mistake of thinking the offense is back. They've turned the corner. All right. Ortiz will come in. More on that in a little bit. We have more time to talk about that anytime. Let's see if the Phillies can finish the job here. Adams comes up to the plate. The first pitch by Ortiz is inside for ball one. So Castro goes over to third base. He came in to pinch hit for Nick Castellanos. It's 1-0. That's the count. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. It was a slider at 86. Wes Wilson is playing out in left field, I believe. 1-1 is the count. And the next pitch, it's fouled off. And that makes the count now 1-2. Adams had 2 RBI base hits. One was a double, and the other one was a single. So he's 2 for 3 today. 1-2 is the count. Ortiz comes set, winds up, and delivers the pitch upstairs for ball 2. So Bohm goes from third to first. Wilson goes out in the left field. Castro is over at third base, and J.K. slides from first to right field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch, that's hooked long foul, and it goes out of play. So Luis Ortiz has a 3.94 ERA, 13 strikeouts, 5 walks allowed. Only one of them has been a home run in 16 innings. Been up and down this entire season. The 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss. And the Phillies are two outs away from sealing the deal in Game 2 of this series. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. And the next man up is Ildemaro Vargas, who pitched the top of the 9th. He's 0 for 3, and he takes it inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Ortiz winds up, gets set, kicks, delivers, and throws it on the outside corner. Curveball at 80. Phillies will play tomorrow night in the Little League Baseball Classic game. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch down low for ball 2. The count is now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ortiz winds up and delivers the next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Sorry, the screen froze. 2-2 is the count. The next pitch, grounder, and it goes right into the hole between third and short. And that's an opposite field single hit by Ildemaro Vargas as he went hitless today. Before that at bat. But he's now 1 for 4. Did I just run out of ink? I did on that pen. Excuse me. Oh boy, we always love it when we do that on the air. Gotta watch out for that now. Jacob Lou is up at the plate, takes the first pitch low. The count is 1-0. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Phillies have a 12-3 lead and have scored all 12 of their runs from the 7th inning on. The pitch, foul ball. It's funny when you actually take a look at literally the box score, okay? 5 of their hits have been home runs. Right, they had a 3-run homer by Nick Castellanos in the 7th. 2 homers by Trey Turner on solo shots, and then a 3-run homer by Bryson Stott. And then Jake Cave also homer 2. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch, foul ball. Actually, it was swung on and missed. I beg your pardon. Phillies are headed to Williamsport, Pennsylvania tomorrow night. Media actually did win today. So they are still moving on, and the Cinderella story continues for them. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Grounder hit back up the middle. The flip over the second, there's 1. The throw to first, not in time. Actually, Turner was able to just win the race to the bag at second base, or Edmundo Sosa, I should say, who comes into play for Trey Turner. They didn't say that on the stat sheet, but that's all right. But there's 2 outs, regardless. I was thinking to myself, that can't be Trey Turner. And the Nationals, they're down to their final out. Alex Call's coming up. He's 1 for 3 on the afternoon. First pitch. Slider in there for a strike at 86 miles per hour. Call singled in the 7th. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-1 offering. Popped up out into shallow center field. This should do it, though. Rojas stops on a dime and makes the catch. And that's the ball game. 12 runs for the Phillies, and they win 12-3 at Nationals Park. The opposite of what happened last night. And it didn't start out too pretty for about 6 2/3 of the ball game. But the bats came through, and Nick Castellanos is the one that tied up the ball game and brought life to the Phillies. He had a 3-run homer in the top of the 7th inning out to right field and came up clutch. And then from that point on, Trey Turner and the rest of the team were able to get out in front, and they did not look back. Phillies are now 2.5 games above the San Francisco Giants in that wild card race. And the Giants are now only half a game above the Cincinnati Reds. So, interesting stuff right there. Phillies had 16 hits on the day, and they scored 12 runs. And Trey Turner had a big solo act himself with 2 solo homers. The 3rd player in Phillies history with 2 homers in 1 inning. It was done by Andy Semenick against the Cincinnati Reds back in 1949, and then Von Hayes did it back in 1985. So that is absolutely incredible to be considered to be on that list. All right. And that's going to wrap things up. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. It's been real, guys. I really appreciate it. One last time, like, subscribe. If you guys want to donate to the channel, feel free to hit a super chat down below if you really liked this. And if you want to keep coming back, please make sure that you donate. You guys don't have to, but if you would like to, feel free to do so. Love you all so much. I'll catch you all in the next one. See you tomorrow night. Go Phils.